I'm Bonnie, and I'm going to go ahead and go through a yoga class with everyone. So we're going to do a Vinyasa Flow. Vinyasa Flow just means that we're going to flow from one movement to the other, focusing on our breath. We're going to start down on the floor, lying on our backs. So if you want to go ahead and grab your mat, grab your water bottle, and let's get started. So just find your way down to your mat, lying on your back. Relaxing. Inhale and exhale. Don't try to change your breath. At this point, we're just noticing how we're breathing. If your mind starts to wander, that's okay. Go ahead and just let your mind wander. Now we'll go ahead and start to focus on our breathing. Starting with a big, deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. And then exhale through your mouth. One more time, big inhale through your nose. And then exhale. We're going to go ahead and start to add some movements with our breath. You're going to inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, arms come back down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms go back down. One more time. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, arms go back down. We're going to go ahead and pull our knees into our chest with your next inhale. So just go ahead and inhale. Pull your knees into your chest. Giving yourself a nice little hug. Maybe pulling your head up to your knees a little bit. And then you can just rock from side to side. And maybe take some circular motions with your knees. We'll go to go the other direction. So the focus of today's flow is going to be relaxing our back. So if you have any lower back pain or tension, we're going to try to release all of that tension. Maybe get to a more comfortable state. We'll go ahead and find stillness with your knees. You're going to pull your knees into your chest. So your knees are coming in towards your chest. We'll make sure you can see. And your feet are going to come up. You're going to reach your arms up, grab it onto your big toes or maybe the outsides of your feet. This is happy baby. Just going to rock from side to side, massage out your lower back. Just taking it nice and slow. We'll go ahead and find stillness. Bring your knees back into your chest. And we're going to just start rocking ourselves forward and back. Doing roly-polies, massaging out your back. And see if you can get all the way up to a seated position. Once you're here, go ahead and cross your legs for a cross-legged seated position. We're going to go ahead and just find a comfortable hand placement. Hands can come down to the floor. Hands can be on your knees. Your hands can be here at heart center. Go ahead and just close your eyes. And we're going to find a positive thought, something happy. So go back through your day. I know it's very early still, so it might be a little hard to find something. But do the best you can. Maybe You got some good news. You just woke up this morning feeling refreshed. Maybe your coffee tasted excellent. Whatever it is, find something positive. We're going to make that the focus for our flow today. We're going to open your eyes. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. We're just going to notice any tightness that you might be feeling. Maybe in your hips, your hamstrings, your lower back, shoulders, your neck. Anywhere you might be feeling tense. That's where your focus is going to be for today's flow. What I mean by that is you're just going to breathe extra oxygen into those muscles and consciously allow your body to release all of that tension as we move through the different postures and poses. Good. On your next inhale, go ahead and come up. We're going to inhale, arms come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms come up one more time. And this time as you exhale, you're just going to twist your body over to the left side. You're going to drop your hands down. Your right hand is going to plant into your left knee. And then your left hand is going to plant behind you. And there's some tension here, or pressure. You're pushing your hand into your knee. And then you're pushing this hand to the floor behind you. And that's what twists your chest open. And maybe turn your gaze towards the back, stretch out your neck. You want to make sure you keep your core nice and engaged this whole time. We'll go ahead and release, come back to center. Again, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, down, inhale, up, exhale, down, inhale, up one more time. This time you're going to twist over to the right side, dropping your left hand to your right knee, and then dropping that right hand behind you. Again, keeping your core nice and tight, pulling up through the crown of your head so that your back is going straight up, pushing it into your knee and the floor behind you. Maybe shifting your gaze to the back of the room. And then we'll go ahead and release back to center. And bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly. Again, sitting up nice and tall. You're going to grab onto your ankles or a little bit above your ankles. You're going to, as you inhale, push your chest forward and up and then gaze towards the sky. Big inhale here, fill your lungs. And then exhale. As you exhale, you're going to round your back and then your head is going to drop to your chest. Maybe swaying from shoulder to shoulder, just rocking your head from side to side. Really stretching out our shoulders and our neck. On your next inhale, and inhale come forward. We're going to make our way to hands and knees. So you can always just rock forward onto your hands and knees if that's comfortable for you. Or any other way you want to get to your hands and knees. Once you're there, just make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. So you don't want to be sitting back like this, and you don't want to be up here like this. You want to make sure you're directly over your hands and your knees. We're going to do some cat-cows, starting by dropping your belly down towards the floor. Your chest is dropping to the floor, and you're gazing up at the sky. As you do that, you're going to inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to round your spine, pulling your core nice and tight here, pushing your ahead and drop our belly down as we inhale, gaze up at the sky. And then exhale, pull your core nice and tight, round your belly, round your back, pull your belly in. Go ahead and move through that at your own pace. 5 rounds of breath. Really using your core. You'd be amazed how much of an ab workout you can get just by doing this. One more. And we'll go ahead and come to a flat back. Finding stillness, again, checking to make sure that your hips are over your knees, shoulders are over your wrists. We're going to go ahead and lift our right leg out directly behind you. I'm going to turn so you guys can see. So your leg is directly behind you. You don't want to have it up here like this. You don't. If you need to, you can have it towards the floor. You just don't want it to be any higher than your back. So you're just perfectly horizontal with your back. And what we're doing here is we're flexing our foot and you're pulling. It's almost as if somebody's pulling on your foot. So you've got this tension pulling your leg further behind you. Really engage your core. And then maybe, if you'd like, try lifting your left hand up off the mat. So it's your opposite. The arm opposite of your leg. Lift that arm up off the mat. Find your balance. Really flex that foot and extend it away from you. At the same time, you're extending your arm out. It's almost as if somebody else is pulling on your hand. So there's this tension pulling your hand and your foot away from each other. And then maybe if you'd like to progress even further, we can bring our knee into our elbow and our knee in to meet underneath our body. Exhale here. And then inhale, extend it back out. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, extend. One more time, exhale. Inhale, extend it out. Go ahead and drop your hand back down to the floor, and then you're going to bend that leg so you have a 90 degrees with your foot and your knee. And maybe just holding it here if this is enough for you. Or maybe if you'd like, try pulsing that heel up to the sky, using your glutes and your hamstrings. Drop your knees back down to the floor. Open your knees up wide, bringing your feet in together. And then just sitting back into your heels, dropping your chest down to the floor. Maybe turning your head to one side, or resting on the floor in the center. This is our child's pose. On your next inhale, we're going to inhale, come forward. Bring your knees back underneath your hips. Make sure your shoulders are underneath your wrists are underneath your shoulders. And we're just going to do the other side. So we're going to start by extending that left leg out, straight behind you. Again, focusing, flexing the foot, pulling that foot back and away from you towards that back wall. Engage your core. Make sure the whole time you've got your core nice and tight. It's one of the great things about yoga is you get a really good core workout without really focusing on working out your core. If you're ready and like, go ahead and lift that right arm up off the mat. And then again, there's that tension where it's like somebody's pulling your hand away from you. So one person's pulling your foot, the other one's pulling your hand. You're stretching them apart. And then maybe you bring your elbows to your knee underneath your body. Exhale here. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale together. Inhale, extend. Exhale together. Inhale, extend. We're going to go ahead and drop that right hand down to the mat, bending that left knee so you've got a right angle. And then just pulse that foot, maybe pulsing the foot to the sky. You can always just hold it here if this is enough. You always want to listen to your body. Go ahead and drop that knee down to the floor. Open your knees up wide and then sinking back into that child pose one more time. Maybe this time you go up onto your fingertips as you drop your chest down. That'll get you a really nice shoulder stretch. And then maybe relaxing your hands, reaching them around, clasping behind your back if that's comfortable. And then maybe you can extend your arms up towards the sky. We're going to release that clasp. Arms are going to come back in front of you. We're going to inhale, come forward. And then exhale, push back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push back. 5 counts of breath at your own pace. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push back. Inhale, forward. On your last round of breath, we're going to go ahead and come forward here. Inhale, come forward. You're going to bring your knees together, go back underneath your hips. Your toes are going to curl under, so I want to make sure you see what I'm talking about. So you're curling your toes under so that you're sitting back onto your heels. We're just stretching out our feet here. It can be pretty intense if your feet are really tight or sore. If you wear heels or if you just stand a lot for your job. So take it really slowly, gently, maybe just easing yourself down. And then if you'd like, you can arch your upper back and then press your fingertips into the floor, dropping your head down so you're getting a nice upper body stretch, maybe rocking from side to side here. Alright, on your next inhale, we're going to come back forward to the tabletop pose. Curl your toes under, and then you're just going to push your hips up towards the sky for downward facing dog. Maybe walk the dog here. So walk the dog just means you're lifting one heel up off the mat and the other. Find stillness with your feet, and then just let your head hang. So just drop it down, let it hang, release all the tension from your neck. Maybe shake your head yes, and then shake your head no. Then on your next inhale, we're going to inhale, come forward. And you can always make a very small movement just like this, just very slight movement. It doesn't have to be big, or you can do the full variation if you'd like, if you're up for a challenge. You inhale, come forward, and then exhale, drop down to your belly, inhale, come back up, exhale, push back. Those are yogi push-ups. I'm going to stick with the basic version. Fifth round of breath, we'll go ahead and hold it here. Maybe reposition your hands and feet, really dropping your chest towards the floor, pulling your shoulders away from your ears, and just thinking of pushing your hips towards the sky, maybe swaying from side to side. We'll go ahead and find stillness. We're going to lift our right leg up off the mat. You can't really see my leg. So I'm going to drop down to my knee, which you can also do this here. Maybe get on your elbows if you have any wrist injuries. So my leg is extending straight up to the sky, and my hips are squared with the floor. So again, if you would like, you can always be up here on your standing leg. I'm going to bend my knee. So this is what it looks like. I bend my knee and then stack my hips open to the right side. This is our three-legged dog. We're going to straighten that leg back out, square your hips. And then we're just going to step that right leg forward all the way to the outside of your right palm. So I'm going to turn towards you so you can see what I'm talking about here. So your foot is on the outside of that right palm, and then you're going to drop down to that left knee. So it's kind of like a lunge, like a runner's lunge. And then if you like, you can roll to the outside of this right foot. Just opening up your hip here. And then maybe, if this is comfortable for you, you can come down to your elbows. This is a very deep hip opening stretch here. On your next inhale, we'll go ahead and push our way back up to our hands. And then as you exhale, you're going to push your hips back, trying to straighten out this right leg. So you're doing that half split here. The focus is just getting that right leg straight. If you can't straighten out your right leg, maybe try forward folding. On your next inhale, come forward. So you're going back to that lunge position. You're going to curl your back toes under and then push off of that left leg. And one arm is on each side of your foot. So you're like this, one arm on each side. And we're going to, so option one, level one, would be just trying to lift your hands up off of the mat. Try to find your balance just right here. So this is level one. Level two, if you'd like to try, would be lifting your arms up to your sides. And then level three would be peeling your chest up off of the mat or off of your leg. I know I'm kind of losing you guys, you can't really see me. Let me see if I can maybe move the camera here. Alright, so we're in that lunge. So you peel your chest up off of that leg, your right leg. Your arms are going to stretch up and over. So you should feel a nice hip opening stretch here in your left hip flexor. If you don't feel that stretch, try tucking your tailbone under, maybe bending that left knee just a little bit, and then tucking your tailbone. We'll go to reversible motion. Arms are going to come back down to our sides, leg over that leg. Plant your hands down to the mat, dropping your knee down, and then just walk this right leg behind you. Carefully curl your toes under, and then push your hips back up to the sky for our downward facing dog. We're just going to do that all on the other side. Starting with lifting your left leg high. So your leg is straight, your hips are squared to the floor. Now we're going to bend your knee, start your hips open to the left side of the room. Go ahead and straighten that leg back out, square your hips to the floor, and then we're going to set that left leg up to the outside of our left palm. Then we're going to drop that right knee down, let your foot relax on top of your toes, so you're resting the top of your foot down. Maybe roll into the outside of this left foot. And then if you'd like, if you're comfortable, drop down to your knee or to your elbows. I've never done this Facebook Live thing before, so I really hope everyone can hear me. On your next inhale, go and push your way back up to your hands. You're going to shift your hips back and then focus again, is straightening out this left leg. Go ahead and shift your weight forward. So you're going to have one arm on each side of your left leg, curl your toes under, and then push up off of that right knee so you're in that forward lunge. Option one would be right here, just trying to pull your hands up off the mat. Option two, your arms are going to come up to your sides. And then option three, you're going to peel your chest up off that leg. Arms are going to extend up over your head. Again, maybe bending that right knee a little bit and tilting your tailbone under so you're opening up that right hip flexor. We'll go ahead and reverse the whole thing. Arms come down to your side, chest lays over that leg, hands plant down, knee comes back down to the floor. And you just walk that foot back and around. We're going to curl our toes under, pushing up into that downward facing dog one more time. This time we're going to go ahead and walk our feet to our hands. Exhale as you just hold here in the forward fold, maybe grabbing onto your elbows, swinging side to side. Go ahead and drop your hands back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees just a little bit as you rise all the way up to standing And then exhale, hands to heart center. We step back again so you can see me. So we're going to do some balancing poses. Gosh, I don't know how I'm going to make it so you can see my feet and my face at the same time. Okay, so we'll do our balancing poses. We're going to start with tree pose, and then you can't really see my face, but I'm smiling at you, I promise. We're going to go ahead, find your balance on your left foot. You're going to do that by kind of spreading out your toes, planting your foot into the ground, and then just shift your weight over onto that left foot. Once you found that balance, you're going to lift your right foot up off of the mat just a little bit. Option one would be just right here. I'm going to turn towards you so you can see what I'm doing from the front. So you're lifting your foot up off the mat, maybe just tapping your toes here, like this, trying to find your balance. Option two would be bringing it all the way up to your calf, right here. Option three would be bringing it all the way up here to your thigh. Choose whichever option you like, whatever you're comfortable with. If you are in option three, just make sure you keep tension in that standing leg. Make sure you're squeezing your core nice and tight. And then if you're ready, go ahead and roll your branches. We'll go ahead and release that foot. Try not to let it touch the ground. Bring your knee in forward, and then you're just going to step that right leg back behind you. So it's going to look like this. You're going to go here, stepping back behind you for a warrior one. That means that your left toes are pointed forward, and your right toes are at an angle. So I hope you can see my left foot here. Your left toes are pointed at an angle, about a 45-degree angle. I mean, that would be your right, this would be your right toes. I'm trying to mirror everyone because I'm facing you. So your left knee is going to be bent, arms are up and extended over your head. Gosh, my balance is not where it should be today. We'll go ahead and open our arms up, clasping your hands behind your back. And then drop your chest towards your knee. You're going to open your knee up a little bit as your chest falls to the inside of your leg for our humble warrior. Go ahead and release the clasp with your hands. Drop your hands down to the mat. And then turn all 10 of your toes facing forward. So you're going to turn that right foot in so that your toes are pointed forward. Taking that right foot, step it forward just a little bit. Turn so you can see me. This is our triangle pose. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. All 10 of your toes are pointed forward. The balance is between your legs. On your next inhale, go and step that right foot forward to meet your left. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees and rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do that on the other side. So you're going to go ahead and plant your right foot into the ground this time. Lifting the opposite, the other leg from the one we did earlier. You're lifting that leg up into tree pose. Maybe starting right here, just finding your balance. Option 2, lifting up to your calf. And then option 3, bringing it all the way up to your thigh. Again, keeping that tension and that standing leg, strong standing leg. Maybe if you're ready, grow your branches. So I know it's hard to see my arms, but when you grow your branches, your arms are just extending up towards the sky. Whew. Again, my balance today. We'll go to release that foot, bring your knee to the inside, and then you're just going to step it back into our warrior one. So it's a nice big wide step. This time, your right toes are pointed forward, and then your left toes are at an angle, a 45-degree angle. Your hips are trying to be squared with the front. Your right knee is bent, and your arms come up and over, opening your chest. Our arms are going to come around, clasping behind your back. Maybe moving your knee out just a little bit as you drop your chest down for our humble warrior. And we'll go ahead and release the clasp, dropping your hands down to the mat, turning your left toes in, so all 10 of your toes are pointing forward. You're going to step that left foot in just a little bit, and then do our triangle pose. So both of your legs are trying to be straight. Inhale, half foot. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot up to meet our left. Exhale, forward fold. Just holding here, relaxing. Go ahead and drop your hands back onto the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, introduce just a little bit as you rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So go ahead and find your way to the top of your mat. You're going to need a good couple of inches, so don't go all the way to the top. We're going to plant your hands down to the mat and step back. So really inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands down to the mat. Step your feet back. Push back into that downward facing dog. Hips straight up to the sky. Chest is dropping forward. Shoulders are pulled away from your ears. We're going to go to inhale, come forward. This time you're going to lower yourself down to the mat. So maybe lowering just like this. Maybe dropping to your knees first. Lowering down to the mat. Turn your head to one side. And then just rest your cheek on the mat. I'm just going to reposition the camera again. There we go. Okay. So you're lying down on your belly with your head turned to one side. Just resting your cheek on the mat. We're going to start to bring it down, pull it off. We're going to go ahead and get ready to do a baby cobra. So the first thing you want to do is start by squeezing all the muscles in your legs. Point your toes, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstrings. You want to keep your gaze forward and down towards the floor. So try to just listen to what I'm saying. That way you're not looking up at the camera. Unless you happen to have a phone where you can just set it down right in front of you. So gaze is towards the floor. You're going to plant your hands into the mat and then just push your chest up just slightly, just a little bit here. Then maybe, if you'd like, if you're ready, try lifting your fingers up off the mat just a little bit. So what you're doing is you're making it so that it's just your back muscles that are pulling your chest up off the mat. If you'd like to try Locust, you can do that by moving your hands up over your head. Maybe go to do a quick glance so you can see what I'm doing here. And exhale, release. Go ahead and turn your head to the other side, resting your face on the other cheek. We'll go ahead and get ready to do another baby cobra, or maybe this time we can go into a full cobra if that's something you're comfortable with. Start by engaging your legs, squeezing those muscles, pointing your toes. Then plant your hands to the mat. Keep your gaze forward and down. Pushing with your hands, pushing your chest up off the ground. Maybe this time pushing all the way up into our full cobra. And then shifting your gaze towards the sky. And then go ahead and release back down to the mat. Go ahead and push yourself up to your knees. Shift your weight back. We're just going to go back to that crossing seated position. So cross your legs, sitting back. As we wind down, move towards the end of our practice, we're going to bring our attention back to that positive thought you had at the beginning of class. So wherever your hands were before, maybe down to the ground, on your knees, hands to heart center, go ahead and find that same position. Close your eyes. Go back to those positive thoughts that you had. Let's finish up our practice. Positive energy, rejuvenating our bodies, getting ready for the rest of today. Go ahead and open your eyes, arms come up, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Remember those muscles at the beginning of class? The tightness, maybe you have some tightness, soreness. Were you able to release those muscles to find relief? Go ahead and inhale, come up. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together again. This time, we're just going to hold it here, or maybe if you'd like, do a forward fold. On your next inhale, go ahead and release. Extend both of your legs out. Straight on the mat in front of you. Inhale, arms come up. Hold it here just for a few rounds of breath. Notice the muscles that are engaging in your lower core, your back. This is a very difficult position to hold, especially if you're doing it for a long period of time, or maybe even if you're trying to move while you're doing it. So it's a great lower abdominal workout. On your next exhale, forward fold. Just relaxing down. Maybe inhale as you inhale, open up just a little bit. And then exhale, deepen your stretch. On your next inhale, go to come up. We're going to bring our knees into our chest. We'll do a figure four. So for the figure four, you're going to lift your right leg up. Let's see if I can turn myself so you can see. You lift your right leg up and then just grab onto your foot, place it on top of your knee, or so it's below your knee a little bit. And so the reason we call it a figure four is because it looks like your legs are doing a four. So plant your hands to the mat behind you, straighten out your back, really pushing yourself up onto your sit bones here. opening up that hip. Or maybe if you'd like, you can go down to your back and do this on your back, just like this. Whatever's more comfortable for you. We'll go ahead and switch to the other leg. So this time lift your left foot up, plant it just below your knee, planting your hands into the mat, pushing yourself up onto your sit bones. And we'll go ahead and release that leg back down. Extend your arms out in front of you. We're going to make our way down to our backs. So just gently roll yourself down. Once you're there, you can go ahead and just relax your legs down to the mat. Maybe if you have a strap or a blanket, anything that you'd like to put over your eyes, you can go ahead and grab that now. We're going to get ready to move into our Shavasana. So for Shavasana, your legs are extended out, or you can have them bent if you have issues with your lower back. But see if you can extend them out onto the mat. Your arms are down by your sides. We're going to relax every muscle in our body. Starting with the muscles in your feet. So go ahead and close your eyes. Consciously release the muscles in your feet. Let them relax and just flop out to the sides. Consciously release all of the muscles in your legs. Let them relax. Consciously release your lower back. Feel your back sink further into the mat. Release your chest, your shoulders. Feel your shoulders sink further down into the ground. Release your arms. And last, release your face. Starting with the muscles in your jaw, release all the tension. Release your forehead. Release your ears. And release your eyes. Welcome to your Shavasana. We're going to just make a very quick Shavasana, so we're going to start bringing awareness back to your body, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll over onto one side, bringing your knees into your chest for fetal position. Then using your arms, push yourself up into our cross-legged seated position. We'll go to inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, my name is Bonnie Norris. This is Opportunity Fitness. I'm in the process of getting the name changed on my Facebook page. So if it says MomFit, trying to change it to Opportunity Fitness. This is my Vinyasa Yoga Flow for beginners. I would love to be able to meet with you in person. You're welcome to come into the studio and actually do the yoga class live with me. I teach here Mondays and Wednesdays. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me, or you can always send me like a text message to my phone number. I should have my phone number attached to my Facebook page. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Really cheap, $5 a class. So if you're going once a week, then that's just $20 a month, which is less than you're paying at any gym. Again, Bonnie Norris, thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.